The sixth reason we get injured is commonly tied to the fifth one, which is lack of work capacity, okay? Lack of work capacity refers to our stamina aerobically or cardiovascularly more so than our stamina as it relates to specific muscle groups. Work capacity it plays in a big role, especially when, again, very similar to muscle endurance. When we're asked to go into hour-long workouts and function at a high level for the whole hour, and we haven't built up the work capacity, which is just the ability to move over long periods of time, we end up fatiguing really quickly. And this is really dangerous because when we fatigue, the brain stops being able to communicate as well with the rest of our body. And when the brain stops communicating well with the rest of our body, our form, our posture start to decay. We don't have the cognitive function that we had when we were at peak levels of energy or of focus. So work capacity doesn't manifest in the form of muscle spasms or cramps. It typically is that heavy fatigue that we feel where our brain doesn't function as well. And this is dangerous in highly repetitive, fast-paced exercise environments. And so we need to actually train our way into this over long periods of time. And critically, this ties back to doing things such as building up strength in certain muscle groups, and then over time building up the ability to do more repetitions, and then after that building up the ability to do high levels of repetitions at high levels of intensity. And that's how we solve the work capacity problem. And this is the kind of the furthest downstream thing that we work on. It takes the longest, and is also one of those things that we actually tend to jump into earliest mistakenly, because we are caught up in this rat race of I need to go as hard as possible for the 2 hours a week that I get to exercise. And then what ends up happening is we get injured very early on, and we wonder why, and they blame it on the exercise programs and this and that. And what it actually is we've been sedentary for too long. Our body needs time to adapt into the new demands we're placing on it. And the most critical, again, and most important place to begin with is improving our strength early on. So we have one more video, gonna get you that in a sec.